Hi guys, I am back again. This is part 2 of the FTM guide series of common misconceptions. Today we are talking about the more negative experience, the backlash that people don't expect or aren't prepared for, and I'm making this video in regards to my friend who is currently going through her transition. She is a male who is transitioning to a female. And this is a lot of things that people don't consider when you actually do transition is your life is gonna change. So I'm just gonna get into it. I'm basically just gonna talk about how your life changes when you transition. This is not to scare you or not to steer you away from transitioning, but it's just for you to face the reality and really get ready for it, because it can be a lot. So you really need to have the mental state, really just go for it, just go straight, just go like gung-ho and just not care about what other people think. So let's just get into it. A lot of things you're going to go through is there's a lot of negativity around it. As much as the world is more accepting of it, it's still a very new, I wouldn't say new, but more, there's still limitations out there. In the case of this world and what my friend is going through is that your parents may or may not accept it. My parents, luckily, sorry, I had to look back because my laundry's outside. Sorry. Luckily, my father was very accepting of it, because the way I was, ever since I was a tiny little child, as much as I could remember, I never dressed as a girl. I never kept my hair long ever since I was a baby until I grew up. I was just always like this. So my dad knew. My mom just thought it was a phase. I would grow out. My mom and sister were not supportive of it. I had to make the choice to choose me over them. They're more accepting of it now, but there's still certain limitations I have with them. So really get ready. Your family may not be completely accepting of it. And in the case of my friend who is currently transitioning, she is really going through a hard time. Both her parents are incredibly unaccepting of it, and she's going through depression, and she's going through constant fighting with her parents, and she's on crossroads. She's really stuck, but she's still going through with her own transitioning. But it's really difficult when you don't have support, and that's another thing, is that you're gonna have a lot of people against you, and you really have to choose your own happiness. Just a little short, a really vague story was just when I made the decision to transition, and this is when I was 23 years old, when I first started my transition. I had to choose between keeping my mother and my sister happy by not transitioning, or choosing my own happiness, risking losing my ties with them. And I chose the latter, and it was the best decision of my life. It took me 2 years to really finally reconnect with my sister and my mom. For me, it took me doing it to a certain extent where I completely changed myself for them to finally be accepting of it. Even now, we still don't really talk about it. We don't bring it up. But yeah, that's some of the big negative things that you're gonna might go through. If you're very lucky and you have very supportive parents, that's wonderful news. But be careful that you might have to go through difficulties with your family. And ultimately, I don't want you guys to be a rebel, but I'm just saying, ultimately, it's your life. And if transitioning makes you happy, I think choosing happiness is better, because sometimes blood ties aren't as strong as bonds with other people. You consider other people family, who are even better, who are just completely loving and accepting of you, over family. Sometimes family isn't always number one, and I'm sorry, it's a really sad truth. I'm not telling you to break all your relationships with your family, but I'm just stating some facts. Another thing is that a lot of people are still very unaccepting of it. You're gonna have a lot of people look at you. I have these scars, and so people look at me in a very strange way, and people ask very intrusive questions. And you're gonna just have people who just don't like you. You know, people are just disgusted by you. People are gonna say bad things about you. I'm putting myself out there in the world of YouTube, and I get a lot of people who say really bad hate comments about me as well. Even on my Instagram account, a lot of people give me hate comments, and I just choose not to care. Why? Because it's my life. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Don't make that, don't let them bring you down, okay? Everyone has their own life, and it's not even just FTM or people who are just transitioning in general. Just people in the world in general find a reason to hate people for no reason. Sometimes some people just hate people for absolutely no reason. It's not just, like I said, it's not just the trans community, not just the LGBT community, just even community in general. People just don't like people. I know sometimes it's hard for some people, but really, it's your life. Other people's opinion isn't gonna affect you, okay? You just live your own life, thrive, be the best you can be, and just be a winner in life, okay? And just be kind to everyone, because everyone is also going through a hard time. There are a lot more, there is that negativity, but I think in terms of, for what it's worth, I'm very happy. I don't regret anything. This is the best decision, because you're finally, and it's very difficult for people who aren't in the same situation as being transgendered, but when you finally feel the way you were meant to be, it's just the best feeling in the world. You walk more confident, you walk more straight, you're more proud, you're more open, you're more out there. And it's not that my personality suddenly changed because I transitioned, but it's just because you're finally comfortable in your own skin. You finally feel the way you were supposed to be. You finally feel the way you were supposed to be born. So even for people who are misunderstanding the LGBT community, if you watch this video, maybe you can understand this a little bit more. We're really not, we're just, everyone in general, we're all human. We just have the way we want to live life, okay? We're just born the way we want to be born. We're just living life the way we want to live life. We are not trying to make your life harder. So I hope this is a eye-opener for anyone or everyone who's considering transitioning, and people who are on the outside looking in to us. I hope this helps, and like I said, this is not a video to stop you from transitioning, but it's just more of a what can happen, or what you should be prepared for in the more consequential way. But like I said, it's nothing to fear. You just live your life, you just be you, be a winner, okay? So hope you like this video. If you like, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this, and I will see you in the next one.